Here we go. Aqualuia, children, it's World Water Day today. Somebody give me an aqualuia. Aqualuia. Or it's in Spanish, agualuia. Agualuia. Aqualuia. 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 Thank Zavy for opening up the ceremony today. Thank you, Zavy. Zavy the Spider-Man. Are we working? We have an opening. Give it to Josh. Yep. Children, I see your neighborhoods out there. Praise be. And you got your canteens and thermoses and ball jars, no plastic, full of water for our mass water baptism. Amen. Praise be. Are you ready? We feel that the water's all around us here. It's up in the sky. We're standing above it. And we are water, amen? Yes. And today we're grateful on World Water Day. Yes, we are. But our water is endangered. The water above us, the water beneath us, and the water that we are. I'd like to start today's church service in the church of the holy water, amen. Amen. A little 3-minute dedication from Joshua Fox. All right. Joshua, where are you? Hey, do you know how to work this? I think so. You've done this all your life, haven't you? It's just that.
Actually, I've never given a speech with a megaphone before, but I'm gonna give it a try. First of all, I just want to say on World Water Day, a word of appreciation for the amazing water system in New York City, and the amazing foresight that it took to create that water system. I don't know if you know this, but water just doesn't come out of the tap. It comes from someplace far away from here, about 100 miles away, up in the Catskill and Delaware River watershed, what they call the New York City watershed. Actually, the New York City watershed was probably Manhattan and Brooklyn at some point. We polluted that and we needed another one up in about 100 miles away. And it cost about $1 trillion and took about 100 years to create this system, flowing the water down to New York City. And in that time, New York City's population grew from 1 million people to 9 million people, right? And you needed that kind of foresight to be able to sustain this amazing city, to sustain 500 neighborhoods. And Reverend Billy, first of all, thanks so much for having me. Amen. He's exactly right. Right now, our water is under attack. In 2005, Dick Cheney pushed through the U.S. I'm happy to hear that. We haven't gotten rid of Dick Cheney just yet. We have not. That's what I'm here to say. I don't have the best news. I don't have good news right now. I'm sorry to tell you. I have bad news. 2005 energy bill exempted the oil and natural gas industry from the Clean Water Act, from the Safe Drinking Water Act, from the Clean Air Act, from the Superfund law, and from all the democratic and environmental regulations that protect public health and protect our water system. And when that happened, starting 4 years ago, we began the largest domestic drilling campaign for natural gas in United States history. It's been happening, well, we heard Pickens. We'll talk about Pickens in a second. It's been happening all in 32 states. Now, I've been traveling all over the country, making a film about this, which you can see parts of at waterunderattack.com, and it's coming east, all right? They're proposing 150,000 gas wells in New York State, about 250,000 in Pennsylvania, and throughout Ohio and West Virginia, including up to 20,000 in the New York City watershed. Okay? All right, so there's your history lesson. I'm going to give you a little bit of technical information. Just bear with me. The process is called hydraulic fracturing, or fracking. Can everybody say fracking? Fracking! You got these buttons that say frack you on them, right? There's children present, so I won't, go much further than that. But hydraulic fracturing is a process that blasts millions and millions of gallons per well, so added up, that's trillions of gallons, of toxic chemicals into the water. It blasts the rock apart and brings the natural gas up. Now that fracking fluid is up to 274 toxic chemicals, right? 50% of them are carcinogenic, 60% of them are mutagenic, and 40% of them are endocrine disruptors, which means that if they get into the mother, that messes with the ability for the fetus to form. Bad stuff. Also, it releases volatile organic compounds into the air and into the water, and in some places, just 130 miles from here in Dimock, Pennsylvania, where they have just 20 wells in one town, residents can light their tap water on fire. Some of you saw this in MSNBC, maybe yesterday. There's a report. You can turn on the tap, put up a cigarette lighter up to it, and it lights on fire. Okay, so you can imagine what 20,000 wells would do in our watershed, the supposed New York City watershed, and 150,000 wells would do in New York State, right? And 200,000 across Pennsylvania, including along the Delaware River Basin, which provides water for Philadelphia and provides water for southern New Jersey. So Reverend Billy is exactly right. Our water is under attack. The first thing that you have to do is teach your friends and neighbors the word frack. Shouldn't be too hard in New York. And go over there to the table and sign those petitions and educate yourself about this issue. You can find out more at Reverend Billy's website, right, which is voterevbilly.org.com. What is it? .org. You can also go to waterunderattack.com and watch bits of our film. You can go to nyh2o.org, which is a new group, NYH2O, forming about this gas drilling. There's dozens of websites. Just find out about this and tell your friends and neighbors. And thanks again for being here for World Water Day. We have to take on the natural gas industry. I know this sounds absolutely absurd that this would happen. But the reason why it's actually happening is because you're going up against the largest industry in the world. And they just push around whoever they want to. So to make this actually not happen and have methane and other things not come out of your tap, and I mean this is really serious. I've been all over the country and watching this happen, and the health effects are absolutely unbelievable. In order to get this, to oppose this, you really have to be strong and talk to every single person that you know. Thank you so much. Thanks again, Reverend Billy.